All right, there's two synthetic biology videos going up right now. Both of them have to do with 2012 MIT synthetic biology and how we engineer these different genes with our bio bricks, our Lego bricks. Synthetic biology open language, a bunch of this stuff goes back to the 90s and the 70s with programming code modified from machine language called Verilog into machine language modifying DNA, and it's done with electrical engineering. How is that possible, Melville? Well, I have a mitigation and then we don't see it in the blood anymore. You're full of shit. Just like your friends. All of you. You don't have a mitigation protocol for removing people's own DNA and all the analytes that go with it. It's laughable what you're doing. The body is electrical. They're using molecular communication, IEEE again. And so for me, seeing the body area networks and how you're logging in and logging out, and you've got a bunch of other institutions helping you with your genetic circuits, your modified circuits, your neuromorphic circuits. I don't know what you mean. Well, maybe that's because you're lying your little asses off in regards to the software that you use with human bioelectricity. So I'm trying not to laugh because it is it's weird. It's awkward because this is very serious. And you're telling people that you have some magical mitigation protocol for an industrial system, for national biological cybersecurity. Okay? So you too have beat the DOD and the DOE. Now then somebody passed the Dr. Jancy thing that I saw, South Carolina doing something about SV40 was in the shot. You know, are you guys ever going to tell anybody that you load balance the body area networks as a matter of your jobs? No. Even when I brought up transfection with electroporation, you just sat there. You won't admit the biosensors, and I've still been trying to figure out, do you just want to be embarrassed? What are you doing? This stuff is old. I'm showing 2012, but I'm not stopping this time. I'm going because you, all of you, and we got a big old list. You've all rebooted your bullshit. So it's okay. Whatever. But when it comes to systems that are part of the defense, biological defense, like CBRN, and that's what we're dealing in, okay? These body area networks mandated by the FCC that, have you seen the Pavlov resume yet? You understand why she lies like she breathes too? Gee, I wonder. This is all about altering the bioelectricity of the human body to access, under the skin, the morphogenetic fields of our fascia, our lymphatic, through our interstitium. And there you are. No, it's clathrine. We have to have clathrine. Well, what's synthetic biology then with your Lego bricks? How does it work? So those of you who continue this, I have the magic answer. I have the magic protocol. You're going to get people even more sick, harmed, and in harm's way than the last group of grifters. We've had 5 years. You could have told about any of these systems at any time. They're old, especially you. That's why when I dealt with you over a year ago, I'm like, I don't know why you're doing this, but I really wish you would tell the truth about the plasmids and the biobricks. I figured that would be easy. College students, Melville, come on. No, we have a protocol. No, you don't. Nobody does. They modify the atmosphere. Have you seen the fog? Have you seen the different types of geoengineering? Well, guess what? Those are particulate that are modified for the biosphere, epigenetics. Who lives there locally? And that's what we're going to see shortly. So I just want to say thank you again to Christy Lashkova and folks who were like, hey, we can read, essentially. And if you're waiting for Dr. Jancy to tell you anything real, boy, that would be a miracle. Everybody who's obsessed, SB40, cesium-137, these are red herrings. This is synthetic biology with protein folding. MIT. Ain't new. Bottom line, everybody has bioelectricity. Everybody got electrical and electromagnetic anatomy. And you people have a login. I'm not saying Melville does, but in general, they have all of their ability invested in load balancing those body area networks for the biosphere. So if you're unable to understand what I'm about to show you, for those of you that have been with me, it's going to be a little challenging even for you because this guy is super technical. But for those of you who've heard me repeat, this is electrical engineers, which I also showed them again too. It'll make sense to you. They have integrated circuits, genetic circuits. They're beam steering the dust, the electricity. Your little digital twin walking around following you with the scatterers, magnetically remote neural overlay, or anything they want, and just pushing your cells around. They don't know how to do it. They wrote code, machine code, Verilog, transition to be written for DNA. Black box the sensors, but you're going to see a really good example of that DNA analyte derivative sensor technology. I can't believe you're still lying. You in particular. But whatever, man. And as for everybody else, I would be really careful if I were you. Honest to goodness at this point in time, because people are super pissed, they're a little paranoid, and they're really uncomfortable. And what I'm known for is bringing the receipts. So if you keep telling people that you got the magic answer, you beat the DOE, the DOD, and every type of Interpol worldwide, those 5 eyes, the 9 eyes, and the 14, and everything else, you're full of shit. Straight up. Professor Achildes, and the way that this synthetic bacteria engineering really works since 2011 in cyber biological security. We've been over this and over this. They log right in to you under the skin, 802.15.4. And I need to take a break because I've been working all night. When I come back, it's going to be all about the way the rest of you little nerds, I knew you were doing it, but I didn't know exactly where. And then Non-Vaxxer and I've been talking about it for a while now, going, is it over here? Is it over there? Well, we got your ass now with 802.15.4 some more. I couldn't believe it. He said it was the wireless sensor network, 802.15.4, and I told him last night, because I listened to it right away, and I said, that's way worse than I thought. So just like Pokemon Go, you're having people data scrape for medical data. Yeah. Black boxed on some sides, I'm sure, but you're still doing it. So some people had asked me, they're like, are they energy harvesting right out of our body? Yeah. Don't take my word for it. Trust me, when I come back, you'll see it. Then, Divine Lady of the Red Phone again from 2022 for your cue. There's no excuse to continue lying to people during wartime about what we're doing to try to safeguard legitimate human biology. I don't care about your bank account. You haven't figured that out yet? Find a different way to make money. I'm seriously a little shocked. I don't understand why the rest of you, this is biomedical engineering, this is radio frequency engineers bread and butter with those circuits and all those different hotels and conferences, and all that stuff. Why would you lie about it? Doesn't make sense. Anyways, see y'all soon after a nap.